everyone, it's Julia, and welcome back to my channel. And it is so good to be back. I have a little upcycle project here for you today. This little denim jacket that I found at a thrift store. It has this wild lining in it, and these funky rhinestone um, brooch things on the front that I'm going to be working with, and also this lace skirt that I found at the thrift store. I'm going to be adding some much needed length to this jacket with that denim skirt. And I also have a piece of fabric that I thought worked well with this crazy lining. So I have missed everybody so much. I tell you, my husband and I decided that we wanted to spend more time down south in a warm climate this winter and decided to downsize and to put our house on the market. Well, our house sold within hours. I mean, we had within a day, we had our house sold, and the buyers wanted to get in and wanted it earlier, quick close. And so we scrambled. But we found a lovely townhouse to rent, and we're all moved in, and oh, it's hectic moving. And I tell you, my sewing room was much easier to move when it was purged. I'm so glad I did that, purging earlier this year and organizing, because I'm in my new sewing room. It's all set up, and I'm somewhat functioning, ready to go. A little bit more about this project. I had this fabric in my stash for a while, and I just put some heat and bond light on the back of it to make these little butterflies into an applique or a iron-on applique. I decided on using, I think I cut 4 of them out, and I'm just going to fussy cut these out. I ended up only using 3 of them, but that's what I'm doing here right now, is just doing some fussy cutting. And yeah, it has been crazy summer, and my little summer shop has been going great. I've had so many comments. I've just missed everybody, and I've missed YouTube, and I'm so glad to be back in it. Here's those little appliques, and now it's onto this little skirt. It had a wonderful already scalloped edge to it, and so I'm just going to be cutting. I didn't measure, but I think it's about 3 or 4 inches a strip, and I finished the top by serging the top and the ends of it. Also be cutting some little motifs out to use in the fabric collage that goes on the front of this denim jacket. Two, I want to add a large butterfly applique to the back of this. This is a stencil that I picked up a few months ago at Tuesday Morning. It's just this large butterfly, and I'm using a black marker to mark this. You want to use a dark marker for this, so because you want to be able to see the lines on the back side or the pebbly side of this heat and bond light. And I'm applying school glue all the way over. I can see those lines, and I'm putting that glue to cover that butterfly, and now smoothing that glue out. I have been using this scrappy applique technique on several different projects this summer, and have really been enjoying it. I originally did a Llama applique a few weeks. It probably has been a couple months now, and I'll link that video up above showing you that one. And this is basically done the same way. I'm adding strips now of different fabrics to kind of coordinate with that crazy lining, so it's in the pinks and the oranges. These strips I've just torn from scraps, and they measure approximately 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch wide in varying lengths. I'm just adding them to cover that complete butterfly on the back side of this. I'm almost done here now, just adding a little bit more to the corners of this butterfly. glue is dried now, and it's on to ironing this. I want to iron it to activate the heat and bond glue so that it becomes an applique. So I iron it from the back side, and I'll be flipping it over and ironing it also from the front side, just to make sure that that glue has takes hold and is activated. And then it's on to cutting it out, similar to you do to any design, just fussy cutting it out. And that's my butterfly. Love the way it turned out. I did add a little bit of lace to it, also to kind of to coordinate with that lace bottom. On to the lace now. I'm measuring it and just getting the center back of the lace and also the center back of this jacket, and we'll be matching that up. Now I could have done like a gathering thread around the top of this lace to gather it in. Well, I didn't do that. I just measured it, and I'm just pinning it into place, and I'll be just doing some gathers or tucks while I'm at the sewing machine, just to ease that extra fabric in. It's not a lot of fabric extra, but enough to give it a nice gather and a nice look at the bottom of this jacket. This jacket needed this extra length. It was quite short. I'm at the sewing machine now, and I'm sorry about my hands are in the way. I need to get my angle of my camera correct in this new setup I have, and also my lighting. My lighting it's just a little bit a darker room. So I'm going to be working on that, but I am just easing that fabric in. I have white thread on the top, and I have a dark navy blue thread on the bottom. I don't want my stitching to show on the front side of this denim jacket. And I'm running the pressure foot on the hem of the denim jacket, so it's quite straight and even. This closes with these huge snaps, so I did have to be careful not to break my needle on that. Those bottom snaps were in the way a little bit, but I managed. On to just laying out my embellishment on the front, using part of that lace motif and 3 of these little butterflies. And I did take that heat and bond light off the back of these little butterflies. Just getting my layout and then just ironing that. And flipping it over and getting that big butterfly in the back of this. Perfect panel on the back of this denim jacket. This butterfly just fit in there so nice. I thought I might add a few other little motifs to this, but I decided not to. I just really like the look of just this butterfly on the back. So I ironed that into place. And then it's off to my sewing machine, where I did free motion, and I didn't film this part, but you can see my stitching in there. I did free motion and just cut all the edges, and also did some decorative stitching on this butterfly, and also added the antennas with my thread. Love how it turned out. Just got all the edges and all of these strips in there with my free motion stitching. I'm going to be showing you some pictures here. Thank you so much. Bye for now. I promise it won't be so long next time. Have a great day, and I hope you have a chance to create. Here's some pictures of front and back.